Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Gulizara, here to bring you a newspaper breakdown session courtesy of the KIP CSS network. I hope that this video reaches you in good health and spirit. So, before we begin, I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy Independence Day and also to ignore the background noise of celebration because we as Pakistanis believe that honking horns and removing the silencers from our bikes is an adequate expression of our independence. Not sitting down and being introspective about the problems that face Pakistan and come up with some kind of solution. So, for today, in honor of Independence Day, I would like to bring your concerns and your sight towards a problem that has been plaguing Pakistani society for a very long time that concerns the most marginalized community of the trans people, also known as transgenders, also known as Khwaja Sara, and also known colloquially as the Khusras, which is a slur that we use very easily, very simply, without a thought about the connotations of this particular word. So, to begin, I would like to start off by building a premise that gender identity is perhaps the most important aspect which determines the psychosocial behavior of humans. A crisis of gender identity not only leads to the person who suffers from it being marginalized, but also downgrades his economic standing, number one, and also leads towards a political delineation, which then later on results in a blatant refutal of his basic human rights. So, the binary gender inside Pakistan is the majority denomination that we use to identify whether a person is either male or female. The third gender, the transgender, is number one. Before, even now, with legislations and with judiciary responses, even now the third gender is nowhere near to be becoming as mainstreamed and as recognized as a binary gender system. Number one. Number two, ये मसला सिर्फ पाकिस्तान का नहीं है. The issue or the struggle of mainstreaming transgender identity is perhaps the most important struggle in gender identity and politics that the world is seeing right now. Efforts in Pakistan, specifically in Pakistan's context, have resulted in some results, mainly on a judiciary level. Legislations have been passed, laws have been passed. We'll get to that later on in the video. Lekin this is only on paper though. Our society is very narrow-minded when it comes to transgenders. And hence, because of that, the trans people have suffered for so long that the way of life that they know right now is the only way of life they think that they are going to live and their peers are going to live for the rest of their lives. अगर हम बात करते हैं सब कॉन्टिनेंट की during the British Raj, before the British Raj, the trans people were not as alienated, neither were they as marginalized. In fact, they were the guardians of the Zanan Khana, number one. Number two, their birth was greeted with a lot of celebrations. Number three, they were trained as warriors. After the Mughal Empire collapsed, there are accounts that show the Khwaja Saras and their loyalty towards their Mughal masters. They defended the Zanan Khanas with their life. And during the Mughal time period, because of their important position as guardians of the Zanan Khana, they were also able to rise through political ranks. They often were advisors to the queens and henceforth to the kings and the emperors as well. Their alienation जो अब हम देख रहे हैं वो सब कॉन्टिनेंट में नहीं थी. When the subcontinent before the partition, आपके पास ख्वाजा सराज की वैसे alienation नहीं थी जिस तरह अब है, which is kind of paradoxical because अभी हम एक enlightened society हैं, लेकिन the trans people had more rights before the partition than after the partition. लेकिन इसके बीच जो है they were sown before the partition. Basically, the 1871 Act of the Criminal Tribe, which was the Criminal Tribal Act law, which was enacted under the British Raj in 1871, marginalized the trans community to such an extent that they lost their social standing. But they still were employed as guardians of the Zanan Khana, as I've said before, and they still were able to function as advisors, लेकिन उनकी social standing in the sense that they were not able to move as freely, and people were afraid of associating with them, that they might be prosecuted under criminal tribal law. लेकिन इसका ये मतलब नहीं था कि they were alienated because of their gender identity. They were alienated because of that particular act, and that particular act over the years translated into a societal bias of trans people, thereby resulting in a bias against their gender identity. This act was in force until it was revoked in 1971 when the partition happened. So, अगर हम बात करते हैं कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो है कौन से लेजिस्लेटिव इनिशिएटिव्स हैं जो कि ट्रांस पीपल के राइट्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, एंड दे ग्रांट देम राइट्स, ठीक है. सो वी हैव टू वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट pieces of legislation, acts that have been passed by the parliament. The constitutional petition number 43 of 2009. So this was enforced by the Supreme Court in Pakistan in 2011, and it recognized the need for a separate identity as a third gender and directed the NADRA, which is the National Bureau for the National Bureau that directs database collection, to register them as such. उनके ID cards पे मेल फीमेल नहीं ट्रांसजेंडर लिखा होगा. Recognition of the social marginalization. This act, this petition also recognized their social marginalization and also their right of inheritance of both movable and immovable properties. Sounds about right? अच्छा लग रहा है ना सुनने में? It is not implemented in Pakistan at all. Trans people, if they are born into influential families, are disowned. Trans people, if they are born into marginalized families or impoverished families, they are not only disowned sometimes but are also sold into sex work. This is what is present in the constitution of Pakistan is not present in the spirit of Pakistani society. This has to change. Now, after the constitutional petition number 43 of 2019 was enacted, of 2009 was enacted, the Trans Persons Protection of Rights Act 2018 came into force. This act is an extensive act, and it is on paper one of the best pieces of legislation ever passed concerning the plight of the trans people inside Pakistan. This act contains 7 chapters and 21 sections, and each of these sections works with the detailed rights of the trans people and also recognizes the rights of prohibition of discrimination, right to inherit, right to vote, right to education, right to employment, right to hold public office. How many trans people do you know that hold public office? Right to health care, right to access public office, and hold property either movable or immovable. They are granted equal rights that are given to any binary conforming citizen. But on paper, trans people cannot hold property, trans people cannot hold any public office, trans people cannot access public office. In fact, in Karachi last year, a trans person died in the hospital because the hospital refused to admit them on the grounds that they only had male and female wards. She was abducted, she was sexually assaulted, and she died there while trying to receive medical treatment and was denied on the basis that the hospital did not have any ward for trans people. This is a humanitarian crisis at its worst, or it has been internalized to such an extent कि हम लोगों को feel नहीं होता है कि what we are doing is alienating an already marginalized and humiliated section of society. Not only that, we see videos of trans people routinely being humiliated and abused. They are ghettoized. They live in ghettos. They do not live in proper structures. They do not live in proper homes. They are not allowed into societies. They are not allowed to buy homes in societies, even if they are able to work towards it. Trans people hold the minimum lower grade offices in public office. मुश्किल से उनकी 7 ग्रेड 7 या ग्रेड 9 की जॉब्स होती हैं. And even if they hold those offices, they are given short shrift for something that they cannot control. Their gender identity is not something that they can control. As of right now, because of the prevalence of social media, we have seen videos, we have seen people outraging against the humiliation of the trans people, जो कि हमारी सोसाइटी में endemic है. No matter how much we talk about it, no matter how much we shout and scream about it, no matter how much we say कि हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो है ट्रांस पीपल को राइट्स दिए हुए हैं, we as people do not give them their rights. We as people, even as woke people, this term woke, ठीक है, we even as woke people, we even as educated people use the slur khusra so easily that we do not think even for a second what it means. So on this occasion of this Independence Day, we need to be introspective about ourselves, about this marginalized sector of society. Now, what can be done to enforce the status of the trans people as people and not third-rate citizens? A permanent body needs to be set up. The Federal Ministry of Human Rights has an administrative tribunal for disadvantaged persons. Trans people can be included through relevant laws, and this tribunal can function as a primary body for the reinforcement of trans rights. There is a definite requirement to sensitize people to the plight of transgenders. Sensitization drives should be included and curriculum should also involve. मतलब हमने इतना curriculum revise किया है. Is there anything in this curriculum that can tell our students, our prospective future citizens, that what details trans rights, what are trans rights, and how can we as people stop this marginalization? Hospitals should have separate wards, and the trans people need to be included through legislation to have access to female wards because they identify as female. अगर आपको ये बात हजम नहीं हो रही है तो each and every hospital inside Pakistan should have wards for the third gender. Their ghetto status should be proactively eliminated. Housing societies should be set up for these people. Because as of right now in Pakistan, there are 10,000 registered trans people. And these 10,000 registered trans people, most of them live in ghettos. And this is a sad state of affairs. Social protection schemes should be included, and the quota for trans people in public offices and for exams, civil services exams, for provincial services exams, they should be reinforced and they should be increased. And not only that, as I've said before, the curriculum of Pakistan should also include a chapter for trans rights so that people, our students, our younger generation grows up to be more empathetic towards the plight of this marginalized section of society. So this is all for today. In conclusion, I would like to say that celebrating Independence Day does not mean that you should move around like these people, honking horns and just celebrating as if it's some other holiday. It's not. It is a chance for us to look within ourselves and improve ourselves and make sure that Pakistan as a society flourishes and no human rights transgressions occur under our watch. You can do that. I can do that. And as people, as person, we can make sure that with our efforts, one day at a time, we can work towards the inclusion of the trans people in Pakistan. So, as I've said in conclusion, this is the message for today. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.